Last week, we looked at this topic called deep adaptation. And actually, when we come to the deepest level, it's really about inner transformation, personal inner transformation. So it's kind of logical that this week we actually move into a session which is nearly all meditation. Of course, because this program includes many people who didn't take the Kalachakra initiation, then we can't do any direct Kalachakra practice. But what we are going to do is practice around the 6 elements. And the 6 elements are actually a very fundamental part of the Kalachakra method of personal transformation. So it's very connected. What we're going to do tonight is very connected with Kalachakra. And actually, even people who do practice Kalachakra, what we're going to do this evening is very helpful for you, because sometimes when you practice Kalachakra, you forget about how the 6 elements relate to your own body, your environment, your mind, and your world. And so it's going to be useful for you too to do this work. So we're going to start with the motivation, and then I'm going to lead a meditation for half an hour. And then I give a short talk about the elements to, connect it a little bit with our inner and outer well-being. And then we'll do another meditation, also for half an hour. And then you'll have a short time with a partner, just 2 people in a little group, to discuss your experiences of the meditation. So hopefully you'll be able to communicate with language. Sometimes that can be a problem. And then we'll finish with a dedication. Okay, so that's the structure this evening. And the emphasis is on harmonization. And so we're talking about the elements, which are the elements which make up our world and ourselves. So begin by bringing your attention to your body, seated on your seat, in your room, at this time. Not only this time of day, but this time of the month, which is the day before full moon. At this time of year, which is approximately 2 weeks before the summer solstice. And at this time in human history, which is a turning point in human history. And that is why we are doing this course. Because we are participating in the changes that are coming with this turning point. So ground yourself before we begin in this awareness. I am here on this seat, in this world, at this time. And we begin with the earth element. The earth element is everything hard. So we begin with our own body. Bring yourself inside your body and see your body as a skeleton. From inside. the rib cage. You can travel around, you can come inside your skull. You can see your teeth, your jawbone. You can see your spine, travel down your spine, your hip bones. Your fingernails and toenails. All of these are the earth element of your body. Now stop looking at it as a visual experience and start to feel it. Feel the hardness. Become the hardness. Don't think. Be the earth element. Connect with the building in which you sit. The walls, the floor, the roof, they're all hard. It's the same. Connect with the earth beneath, the rock. It's the same hardness. Just be the hardness, the earth element. Don't think about it. Absorb with it. It's in all directions. Now we'll move to the water element. This is all the liquids in your body. There's a lot of water throughout your flesh. There's other liquids such as blood, urine, lymph, mucus, and so forth. The water element is very soft. It has no set form. It takes the shape of whatever contains it. And it absorbs into things such as your flesh. Feel the water element of your body. Feel its texture. Become the water element. And going beyond your body, there is water in your building. And beyond the building, there are sources of water, such as the sea, the rivers, the lakes, the water supplies for your city or your place. Feel the softness of all the liquids. Become the water element. Now we'll move to the fire element. The fire element is heat. Again, bring your mind inside your body and feel where the heat is in your body. Sometimes it moves. It contrasts with colder parts. Allow your mind to absorb with the fire elements of your body. Feel it from inside, not outside. Become the fire element. And connect with the fire element beyond your body. For example, the heat of the sun. The heat inside the earth. Even the heat of the planets, Venus, Mercury, for example. Also the warmth in the bodies of others, including animals, in the plants, the trees, and so forth. It's the same fire element, inside and outside. Just absorb your mind with the fire element in general. Feel, I am fire. Now we'll move to the wind or air element. This is the energy of movement. Come back inside your body. Become aware of the movement, even though you're sitting still. There is some movement. There's the movement of the breath and the lungs. There's the movement of the heart and the blood that it pumps around the body. There's the movement of the nervous system, like electricity, sending signals all around your body. Feel it. And there's the movement of your mind as you bring your attention to different places in your body. It's wind energy that takes your mind to those places. The mind can't travel without some energy to carry it. Become the wind energy of all levels, gross and subtle, of your being. The energy of movement. And now go beyond your body into the environment. Maybe there's wind in the sky. Maybe there's the movement of traffic and people. Maybe animals, even insects. There's the movement of the plants growing. And there's the movement below in the tectonic plates of the earth. There's movement in the sea. There's movement of the clouds. There is a movement as the earth turns. And there is movement as the earth goes around the sun. And there's the movement of the moon circling the earth. Don't make this a visual experience, although you need some kind of pictures at first. Gradually bring your consciousness to absorb with the wind energy in general, both within you and beyond you. Now we'll just briefly review the first four elements. What they have in common is that they're all material. They have some kind of atomic particle structure. The earth element, everything hard. The water, everything liquid. The fire, temperature or heat. And of course cold also. And the wind, the energy of movement. Recognize these four elements, earth, water, fire, and wind, sometimes called air, as the material world and the material of our being, our body, the same elements, inside and outside. And now we move to the space element. Begin by coming back inside your body and recognize that your body occupies a space in your room. This space pervades your body. All the atomic and subatomic particles are simply vibrations of energy in this space. The space is the basis of your material being, your body. It's the space in which your body exists. And it's completely motionless. It has no change from moment to moment. It's just an absence of materiality. That's its nature. An absence of materiality. Allow your consciousness, your mind, to absorb with this absence of materiality, which is your space element. And then recognize that the skin of your body is a false boundary in relation to the space. Because the space that pervades your body is the same nature as the space pervading the universe. Just ground yourself in the experience of space. Don't think about it too much, just absorb with it. We could say, be space. All the other elements we've covered, earth, water, fire, and wind, all exist within space. But because they're made of particles, space is very much their basis. They are nothing more than vibrations of energy in space. So be the space. You can make it infinite. It's irrelevant how big it is. And finally, we come to the consciousness element. Consciousness is like a mirror in which everything is reflected that we experience. We could not have done this meditation on the first 5 elements without consciousness. Consciousness is the subjective part of all our experience. It's our source. It goes beyond our body in every way, in time and in space. Consciousness is awareness and clarity. Clarity is like the glass and silver of the mirror, when the mirror is new and clean, clear. Awareness is that which knows, understands, experiences, feels, thinks, and so forth. And consciousness is just this, clear awareness. So just be the clear awareness. Whatever's reflected, whatever appears, don't focus on it. focus on that to which these things appear, your consciousness. Just be the consciousness without content or with minimal content. Don't pay attention to the content. And recognize that every other living being also has consciousness with the same clear, aware, knowing nature as our own. In this respect, we are all alike. It's only our content that differs. So this way you can feel an identity with all living beings. From the most limited to the most vast intelligence and wisdom, the nature of consciousness is the same. Just be one with the consciousnesses of all beings right now. As if you could experience what everyone is experiencing, but from the subjective side. Just clarity and awareness. Simple. Okay, relax now because I'm going to chat for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then you're going to do another meditation. So you may be good to just stretch and relax a little bit now, so that you don't get too stiff.